Yes guys, welcome back to the channel. It's been a minute. Actually, it's been a lot of fucking minutes since I done a long format video. So I thought I would kick it off, piss off some people and get the fans really riled up and go through every home kit of this 24-25 Premier League season. Now let me prefix this with something. I do not support any Premier League team. I am half Spanish. I have supported Real Madrid since I was 6, but I just have a vested interest in the Premier League. It is probably, and it pains me to say this, the most entertaining league in the world. So I just love it, just as you guys do. And I thought, what a way to get back on to the long format bandwagon and review the kits for the 2024-25 season. So, without further ado, let's go. Now, first kit we're going through, of course, is the Gunners Arsenal. Now, I'm not being racist here, but there's a little bit too much white for me. I don't like this kit. There's nothing stands out for it. There's a little bit too much white on the front rather than the red. So I'm going to give this a very mediocre 5 out of 10. Sorry, the Gunners, but your away kit, and I will be reviewing away kits later this week, is fucking good. Next, we have Aston Villa. Now, I do like this kit. I do like Villa's kit. It's very sleek. It's very well put together. Everything flows. But what is this collar about? Number one, the collar is girthy as hell. And number two, I'm not a fan of the little stripes. Something about thin stripes just screams immature, where's Wally, a sailor, I don't know. I just do not like the little thin stripes on the collar. The collar is very thick. If it had a bit of a better collar, I'd rank this higher. I'm going to give this a 6 out of 10 because it is. I do like it, but just little bits put me off. Next, we have Bournemouth. Bournemouth, what have you done? What have you done here? This genuinely looks like a Sunday League kit. I don't know if they're going to remain without a sponsor, if this is a kind of like thing. But I don't like this kit at all. It's very plain. It's very boring. It doesn't look like it's well put together. It looks like a Sondico kit. And I'm going to give Bournemouth a 3 out of 10, which is a shame because I did move down to Bournemouth 2 years ago. And I am trying to follow the Cherries as close as I can. But I just can't put up with this kit. Next, we have Brentford. Brentford, I think they're on the whole, woke shit. And they're never going to change their kit. I don't know. But it's the same. What is there to say about it? 5 out of 10 does nothing for me. Quick review. Then we have Brighton. I just like the Brighton kit. It's very slick. It's very easy on the eye. It's very well put together. It doesn't do anything dangerous or outrageous. But again, it's just a bit of a meh kit. So I'm going to mark this a solid 5 out of 10. Again, sorry guys, they do get better. Next, we have Chelsea. I don't like this kit at all. Don't really like the marble fire effect that's going on in the background. Again, don't know if they are going to get a sponsor or if they're not. They're just going to be different. But I don't really rate this Chelsea kit at all. I like the colour blue, which is all I can say about this. I'm going to mark it a 4 out of 10. Please, God, give me some better kits. Here we go. Fucking hell, boy. Crystal Palace, what a kit. It's a shame that they stand the chance of losing Elise, which they already have, Eze and Mark Gay, and they'll probably get relegated next season if they lose all those players. But this is a solid kit. The red and the blue, which are not solid lines, and they go in between each other with all the little patterns. I think this is a fucking great kit, and I'm going to give Crystal Palace's home kit a big 8 out of 10. It's not quite a 9 out of 10, but it's a bit out there, it's a bit daring, and I tell you what, I like it and I'm all for it. Next, we have Everton. Everton, just like their football under Sean Dyche, is plain and boring, and it just gets the job done. It's a bit of a shame because Castore do make very, very good quality clothes. I wear their tops for cricket. I wear their bottoms for cricket. Yes, I play cricket, typical Asian. But it's just too safe for me. And again, they've done the collar. I'm not sure what this collar thing is about, guys. You're going to have to tell me. The very thin stripes around the collar is just not floating my boat. I'm going to give Everton's kit a 5 out of 10. There's a lot of 5 out of 10s here, guys. Next, we have Fulham. Now, I tell you what, I would actually score Fulham's kit a little bit higher if they didn't put these random bits of red on the sides. I don't really know what that is. I don't really know what that's doing, what that's trying to do. I don't know whether they're trying to be different. But the rest of the kit is nice. It's nice. It's plain. You can never really go wrong with a white kit. I like the collar. Bit random about that, the white stripe coming through the collar, kind of giving me like Ralph Lauren vibes. I'm not sure, but it's not a bad kit. So I'm going to give it a 6 out of 10. Next we have Ipswich donning the Ed Sheeran maths or symbols, you want to call it. I'm all here for Ipswich's kit if they didn't put that ridiculous collar on. Now, I can imagine I am someone who has slightly larger traps than other people, and it would just look like I had no fucking neck if I wore that football shirt. The collar just slightly lets the kit down, although otherwise, apart from that, I think it's a really nice kit. I really like the sponsor across the middle, and it just looks very nice with the white thin stripes and the nice blue that's going on, and the slightly navy blue sleeves. So I'm going to give Ipswich a 6 out of 10. That could have been a 7 or an 8 out of 10 if you hadn't fucked it up with that collar. So next we go on to Leicester. Leicester, back in the big time, back where you belong, and you haven't even made an effort to put a decent home shirt out. I can't stand this home shirt. I'm sorry, Leicester fans. I like Leicester. I want them to do well. I was gutted to see them get relegated. I was gutted to kind of think that I'm not going to see Jamie Vardy warming up on the sidelines having 3 cans of Red Bull. But yeah, I'm not a fan of this kit at all. Sorry, guys. It's just not doing it for me, and I'm going to give it a 3 out of 10. Very plain, very boring, very safe. Don't really like the sponsor across the middle. I don't know if that stands for Bitcoin or so. I don't know, there's a Pac-Man or some shit. Anyways, 3 out of 10. Leicester's not doing it for me. Liverpool, who I think wore their kit on the last game of last season. Still, I don't know why clubs do that. Why are you presenting next season's kit this season? Someone please tell me in the comments. I'm not mad about it, to be honest. It's okay. The patterns are a little bit cool. The collar's a little bit quirky. But I think with Liverpool and some of their yesteryear kits, there's so much potential, and this is definitely not one to remember. I am going to give this a 6 out of 10 because I don't think it's damn nasty, but I don't think it's that great. Next, we have Manchester City in the sky blue. I like this. I like this kit. I like the end of the sleeves. I like the collar. But are we 10 years old and playing postcode wars? Why, oh why, have Manchester City put 0161 on their collar and the bottom of their sleeves? I don't know. That ruined it for me. Otherwise, I would have given this an 8 out of 10. I'm demoting it to 6 out of 10. And I just realised that in the back, along the back of the shirt, it has 0161 as well. I thought I left that shit back when I was in school. Back 20 years ago, I thought I left it there, but apparently Postcode Wars is still a thing. Right, next we have Man United. What a load of crock this is. I'm trying to work out the collar, and it could be because of the picture that I'm looking at, but the collar looks weird. It looks like it dips obviously in the middle, show a bit of upper cleavage, don't mind that. And then it raises at the back, but then the sides are more raised than the back. I don't really know what that's about, to be honest. It looks more like a lower league club kit. I'm going to give this a 4 out of 10. It's not doing anything for me. Next we have Forest. A bit plain. They have a few patterns going on. Kayan. I don't really know what this cayenne pepper is doing on this shirt, or who the sponsors are. But yeah, it's a bit of a plain shirt. It's not really doing anything. Again, I think red kits do have the ability to provide something daring. Look at this. Just look at the AC Milan kit that I'm wearing. They have the ability to do something special and create something that's memorable. And what we're seeing so far is a lot of unmemorable, basic beige shit. So Nottingham Forest get a 4 out of 10 for me. No effort tried. Then we have Newcastle, the symbolic black and white Geordie team. I like this kit. I like it. Again, white and black. You know, you're going back years. It's traditional. It's historic. I really like the sponsor across the middle with the bold letters, with the shadow out marks. It's quite cool to see. And overall, it's a pretty decent kit. They do have the stripe along the collar, which I slagged off previously, but they only have the one stripe, so it's not too bad. And everything looks slick, it looks nice and flowy, everything looks good. I'm going to give Newcastle a solid 7 out of 10. Perhaps next season they can be slightly more daring with their kit. Next we have Southampton. I'm not feeling this at all, and I really don't like the way that the sponsor is on this shirt. It looks like a 10-year-old has done this as part of their coursework. Yeah, I'm not a fan of this at all. I'm going to give this a 3 out of 10. The red and white is just standard Southampton, but for me, the big sponsor across the middle is just not doing it. Next we have Tottenham. Spurs, why'd you do this to yourself every single year? Wait till you see the Spurs away kit. That is dreadful. This isn't so dreadful, but it's still, I'm not feeling it. I don't know what the hell those bottom of the sleeves are about. Again, if you're going to go thin stripes as well, blue and white, come on. You just no. I'm going to give this a 4 out of 10. I don't really like it. It does nothing for me. It's not daring, it's not bold, it's not out there, it's very plain, it's very simple, and then it's totally ruined by the bottom of the sleeves with those horrendous stripes. Next we have West Ham. Now, this is my favourite kit. This is my favourite home kit. This is a throwback to the yesteryears, and I think West Ham have done it fucking good. It's really simple. It flows really well. The collar's nice. The bottom of the sleeves are nice. They haven't overdone it by trying to put 100 stripes across the sleeve and the collar. And it just looks very, very nice. So I'm going to give West Ham an 8 out of 10. I don't think anyone does enough to get a 9 or a 10 out of 10. But West Ham definitely come close to it. The kit is very nice. It's very slick. It's very, sophisticated. Last but not least, we have the Wolves kit. I don't really know how I feel about the Wolves kit, to be honest. Potential, especially with the colours. Think Borussia Dortmund. Think Vitesse Arnhem. Think Brazil. Maybe don't think Brazil and Wolves in the same sentence. But, yeah, I'm not really too fond of this shirt. Sudoku, the sponsor, I think, or is that Sudo? I can't see. Sudoku or Sudo, the sponsor, is randomly here on the left, and then you've got the crest, the badge in the middle, and I'm not a big fan of that because it kind of just looks like. Do you remember when we used to play Pro Evo? If you remember the old Pro Evo games, and you could create your own kit in the Master League. And you just sit there as a 9-year-old doing random shit, putting the badge in random places. This kind of is giving me that kind of vibe. Well, guys, those are all the teams. They're all the home kits. To reiterate, a lot of plain, boring kits. But I do understand you cannot be too experimental or too outrageous with your home kits. Now, the away kits is a very different story. And I will post a video on the away kits within the next week. Please, as ever, guys, if you've made it to the end of the video, like, subscribe, press the little bell end notification, and thank you for your support. Until next time, you've been great.